taking it personally after hearing that. You said it was always me in your dreams.
No, sometimes it is, sometimes it's
Can
not.
we talk about, okay, so you said, okay, this is a great topic, we're going to go off slightly. How come when you wake up, when you dreamt that I've cheated on you, you fucking get real pissed off and treat me for days like I'm a dickhead?
I have a reputation for this with my friends. They think I'm insane.
You are insane.
No, because, okay, let me be really clear. I'm a lucid dreamer, which is really...
You're a fucking lucid.
It's really, really, really rare. I've gone to see like sleep doctors before because I go through bouts of insomnia, which James hates. But I can't help it. It's just, it is what it is. Like I go through bouts.
So because you're lying on my shoulder and rotating on the spot 360 degrees and waking me the fuck up.
I know. And one of the main things that they recommend is that you get up out of bed and you go somewhere else because you need to associate your brain and your bed with sleep. So, but anyway, so I go through bouts of insomnia. So I've been to see sleep doctors and determined that I'm a lucid dreamer, which means that I can kind of manipulate my dreams to probably why I can have sex dreams to actually go down the route that I want them to go down, but also be that I'm quite like an intense dreamer. Yeah. So if I can remember everything that I dream every morning.
We just discovered that you fancy the people you've been dreaming about.
So I'll give you, you know what? Yeah, off air.
The last couple's quarantine you're doing.
Off air, I'll give you an example of someone and you'll be like, oh, I know you don't fancy that person at all because they're not attractive at all, but it's just happened.
I'll be the judge of that, yeah.
But anyway, so I have really intense dreams and I often have dreams that my friends are like bullying, that we're back at school and my friends are bullying me, which I think must have something to do with insecurity and my placings with my friends. I don't know. Yeah. But I would have it at school and I would like be angry at them all day and I'd be really honest. I'd be like, look, I had a dream about you and I can't speak to you today. And they were like, she's insane.
Yes.
And I have it with you.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I can't help it.
You're doing, you're doing more drilling than BP in your sleep. And I wake up and I've done nothing and you're bollocking me.
You don't have like,
I have never had a wet dream. But fucking well, we're oversharing here. I mean, this is only episode 2. If this doesn't make it in the Daily Mail, I'm fucking pooing. No, fuck the Daily Mail. I've
doing wonders for our reputation. But what is it that I always get from George? I bet you make your parents really proud. I'm like, I do actually.
Yeah.
I have a very successful career.
Front page of the newspaper, porn door. My mum must be so proud. I'll cover that off in my book.
Maybe it's because she never taught you about female biology.
Yeah,
you had to go exploring on your own.
No, I've never had a sex dream. Like every time it goes to happen, something in my dream gets in the way, stops me every time. Something will happen.
Like death. Well, I've definitely died in my dreams before, though.
Yeah, I mean, sorry about that. You just snoring. I just put the pillow over your head. Okay, well, look, I don't think it matters any difference. Waking up the hard one is absolutely fine. And actually,
take advantage of it.
Yeah, you should actually maximise it as long as the bloke doesn't need a huge wee.
Although, I say that morning sex is a little bit grotty.
Because the morning breath's a real issue.
Morning breath, but it's like everything, like even like sleep in your eyes, or like even like sometimes I'm like half asleep. And
why don't you see? So why don't you say? I don't think I've got a problem with morning. As long as I go for a wee, brush my teeth, I'm ready for action. And you need to be more awake than just,
Yeah, we've had this conversation where I'm like, babe, I'm like half asleep.
Yeah.
But you don't care.
Yeah, but once I'm on the workbench, I'm working for you. It's all right. You like a potato. It's fine. Okay.
We'll just be very clear that was contextual.
Yeah.
It's like it's old spuds.
Absolute spuds. Right, okay. Tampons.
Best invention of all time ever.
All men
Thank you.
Yeah.
Whoever invented the tampon.
The person who invented that little cup that fills with blood, they fuck into a bin so rank.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
We always had Emma, my business partner, the other day. I was talking about one of my friends who's a proper vegan yogi. She's one of my best friends. We could not be more different, but I love her. And I was telling Emma a story about her, and she was like, "Oh, I bet she wears a moon cup." I was like, "She does,
a moon cup,
wear a moon cup,
rancid." Are saving the environment, and no swans choking on a tampon.
Yeah, but there are pro environment tampons as well.
Yeah, made of hemp and shit. Tampons. I understand that they are necessary, but they get fucking everywhere. Little white bullets all over the bathroom and in every rucksack you can find. Okay. I actually got educated on tampons from you and the female period from you. Like I always knew it happened, not scared of it, not worried about it and everything else. Doesn't bother me. But actually, I didn't realise the admin around women actually coming on and sometimes the struggle and the fear. And actually there was a situation on the TV show I did recently where one person was so embarrassed it happened. She was unprepared. And because Chloe had a conversation with me about it, I was able to calm her down and everything else. And I actually felt quite good because I think sometimes men don't understand the admin that goes on, the rigmarole of kind of, help a sister out. I've got no tampons. I'm coming on, blah, blah, blah. But, all that stuff that goes with it. I will say this though, I've got no problem with the tampons, but do you remember that advert where there's little white packets and the woman goes, sweets? He goes, thanks for sweets, dear. And she's like, sweets? What sweets? And they're like little tampons that look like sweet wrappers.
Obviously an advert created by a man.
Yeah, but I think it was a foreign as well. I think it was dubbed over badly because they definitely weren't saying sweets, but it was dubbed over with sweets. What sweets? I think you just got to suck it up, mate. I think you can have a word with your missus and say, look, just keep them in a certain section and keep them in a handbag.
Please.
Why are you covering around the house here?
Ridiculous. Yeah, look. Sorry, dude. You sound like a complete douchebag. Tampons. I understand that they are necessary. Well, you know what? Why don't we get rid of them and just see if you like it then? Because you're not going to. But they get fucking everywhere. Little white bullets, which means that they're clean, unused tampons. Yeah. So why do you care? It's essentially a cotton bud. All over the bathroom. Again, why do you care? I'm sure that we can talk about stuff that you get all over the bathroom, like the fact that men trim their hair or their nasal hair or whatever it is, their facial hair, and it all gets in the sink. And I have yet to meet a man who tidies up after himself, because they don't. And in every rucksack you can find. Why are you going through your missus's rucksack? Why do you care?
Well, maybe they're communal rucksacks.
Look, I don't think so.
Maybe they're ramblers.
Look, women...
Maybe they're ardent campers, and she just fill it.
Wait. Women don't share our bags. We have our own bags.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't want to go in your handbag ever.
Number 2, why do you care if the tampons are in her rucksack? She needs them.
Agreed.
And number 3, why do you care if they're in the bathroom? It's your private bathroom. It's your private space. And she needs it. It's like saying, I'm sick and tired of finding toothpaste in the bathroom. Well, that's where you brush your teeth. So fucking get over it. You sound like a complete twat.
Right. I will say this, though. Again, because these are idea provoking. You are so aggressive. These ideas are provoking many thoughts, right? So the tampon situation, I agree. You don't share rucksacks. If they're in a handbag and she's at time in the month and she's operating, that's fine. If there's a little pile in the bathroom next to the loo, I've got absolutely no problem with that. What I've got a problem with, though, is with women in general going, lift the seat up, keep shit tidy, yet they cover the bathroom and the whole work area in fucking makeup, tweezers, tampons, piles of shit. Listen,
that's bullshit, because when I think of our bathroom,
you're unique. You're unique. You're unique.
Mine.
You don't have that because you keep yours in little bags on the floor that I trip over every fucking night. Did my ankle in. That's why I had to retire.
Because you took up both drawers with all your stuff, and the windowsill with all your stuff, and the shower sill with all your stuff. So I have to put it somewhere.
Yes.
I keep it compacted in a corner. You don't trip over it.
Wish you'd stay in a corner, a little compact idiot. Right. So what? But I do think taking you out of the equation. Women are quite liberal with that. Put the seat up. Don't leave this. Don't put shaving chips down the toilet when you're covered in makeup, covered in bits and pieces.
Again, I have yet to meet a guy that doesn't have their hair stuff, their smell stuff, all their stuff, their everything all over the bathroom. And I would also say women don't leave their makeup all over the bathroom. If it's there temporarily, and then it's going in a bag for when they go on the night out, or they go away, or they leave the house, whatever. We don't leave it everywhere.
No, but you're not normal, though. Cause
lastly, sitting down on a toilet seat-less toilet when it's like the middle of the night that's covered in piss is far worse than someone leaving mascara by the sink. Get fucked. Would you rather sit in piss that isn't yours, or have to deal with a piece of makeup?
I lady wee in the night. I lady wee, so I know how you feel. I'm a man enough to say.
Exactly. So you don't even leave the toilet seat up.
No.
But I'll tell you one thing. There's a member of my family. Again, like I said, I've got a dad and 3 brothers, which is probably why I'm such a Larry little shit. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. They always leave the toilet seat up. And if I'm drunk or it's the middle of the night and I go home and sit, my ass is in the toilet and I'm covered in a male member of my family's urine. And I'm like, this is unacceptable. And there's me and my mum in the house. So it's like, how many times have we screamed at them? Even on the floor sometimes. If it's been like a big boozy party and like we've had loads of people over, I'll go into the toilet and I'm like, why are my feet wet when I leave? And then I'm like, someone has misaimed and peed on the floor.
No.
So I'm sorry, but we win this one.
No, okay, I do understand. Okay, that's a good point. We'll talk maybe more about it in detail. Well, look, I think we're sort of heading towards the end of this episode.
I think we're going to regret this episode.
I think we probably are on so many levels, because it's one of those things that we're recording in the safety of our own home, thinking that no one's going to listen to this shit. Episode 1 was good.
No, but look, we need to be honest about pooing. We need to be honest about sex. I mean, look, there was one topic on the poo thing, one subject which I really wanted to talk about, but I didn't. So I think we've kind of been a little bit reserved.
I think we have. I think we've covered off. There are some tactics around it. I think we've agreed to disagree on who's more pressure. I think women as well, we've learned that actually there is expectation. So I think tampons, the bloke's going to suck it up. But I think the woman could.
Can you not use tampons and suck it?
I think the woman could be a bit more sort of, organised with where she keeps her bits.
Well, yeah, fine. Look, fair enough. Like, that's okay, fine. But that could apply to anything. But I don't understand. Do you know what it is that why I got quite aggressive with you and I called you a twat and I'm sorry. But it was where you were like, and all in everybody's rucksack, like all in her rucksacks. Why do you care? We need shit in the rucksack. Just like, don't go throw a woman's bag ever.
If it's a communal rucksack though.
Who would wear the rucksack if it was us?
Well, I'd be the gentleman. I'd carry the rucksack for your tampons.
You've got a bad back, you've got a bad ankle, you've got bad everything.
And also, just go back to the makeup thing we said about the mess on the toilet seat thing, leaving the makeup is that you're not a good, normal girly girl. I know some girls that carry a suitcase of makeup around and have it all over the place.
But with that, I will say this as well. How many men, especially now with Instagram and filters and Botox and everything, want their partner to look a certain way? Want her to be fit, want her to be made up, want her to look good / like a filthy whore, right? Yeah. Hopefully men, that we don't just wake up looking good.
I don't believe you.
It takes a village. Like, we have to do the hair, the makeup, the outfit, the everything.
Yeah.
So at the same time, as you're like, oh, it's annoying that you leave your makeup everywhere. It's like, do you want us to look how you want us to look? Or are you going to be like a solid enough guy that you're like, I actually don't care if you wear makeup or not? And by the way, guys, if that is genuinely you, we love you. Thank you.
I tell you that all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, you don't care. I don't care either. But then you say that. But then when you see somebody who is like that, you're like, oh, she's fit. And I'm like, well, you obviously do. Like, it's normal. I think women look great with makeup on. So I'm not hating on it at all. But it's like, that takes effort. Like, every time you see a girl who's looking like 10 out of 10 fit, that didn't just happen. That took like actual effort. Even if you can't see it, I guarantee you she's done something. Bit of Botox here, bit of highlighter there, bit of lip liner here. Like, it takes an effort.
Fine. All right. Well, you said it. And look, thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in for episode 2. We really appreciate it. Please subscribe. Please share. Please pass it on. We've now got some social media channels which you can follow, which is at Couples Quarantine Pod. And also, if you want to have your question featured and put a debate to me and Chloe, because every week we'll have a themed question, we're also going to get into a little bit of myth busting at some point soon when people send us some information, like, is the behind a woman's knee an erogenous zone? Men, spending an hour on your knee. It does fucking nothing. But we'll cover that off. If you want to send us an email, then send it to cqquestions. That is cqquestions@jameshaskell.org. I'm James Haskell. Thank you so much for listening.
I'm Chloe Madeley. I'm sorry if I was aggressive.
We'll catch you all next week.